Okay, here we go. Okay, so here's our first pattern. This pattern was, we put it into, oh, and also please make sure you have your little, your coins or your M&Ms. These I got at Walgreens yesterday, now and later candies. I they taste horrible. I tried one, but they are perfect because they're different colors and I can write on them. Um, the reason why I have A, B, C, D, it's just easier for me to be able to say, okay, let me know. We're going to move F, G, and da-da-da to this way, or we're going to move letter B over here. You could do this with your club, and if this is your team, this could be Ashley, Brittany, Carol, Denise, Elizabeth, Francesca, Gabby, and Hillary. So if you have a team, you could put the letters of the first name on each of them to represent your team members, so you know who's going to go where. And if you don't want somebody in the middle, you can figure out how to maneuver this. So when we got on the call today, I asked how many different groups can you find within this pattern. So right now we're talking about use of the pattern. So the number of different groupings. So let's say, you do a cadence and you do these two, these four, these two, right? Or two, 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 or two, 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 two. There's 27 different possible ways within this one pattern to use this pattern without doing a pattern change. 27. So I'm sure everybody knows, where's my pencil? Or a marker, I guess. What did I do with my pencil? Here it is. Okay, so I'm sure everybody knows, when writing a routine, you do these two, these four, these two. Or you do two, right? But there's so many other options that you can also use. So for example, if I'm doing choreography and I want to do two different groups, okay, I can essentially use this diagonal line as a group, and the outsides as a group. That's part of using, sorry, letter A. That's part of use of pattern. Or, which I will show you later in my junior team, I have done this. Oh, come on, letter A, stop playing with me. I've done this as one group, and then C and F as a different group. That's use of pattern without doing a pattern change. So they can be doing a hybrid, which I'll show you. They're all doing a hybrid, and all of a sudden, one A, B, D, H, G, and E almost form a circle, and C and F do something different in the middle of the leg. Okay. Other ways to use the pattern. Blah, blah, blah. We already talked about that one. Yeah. There's another one I had. Why am I pulling a blank? Oh, we still have this one. A, B, C, and E is one group. So it's like a triangle. Okay. There's 27 different ways, and I'm going to post a video of all 27 of them so you can see it. But you just have to be, just look at the pattern, have it sitting there, and find how many different shapes you can see within this pattern. That's how I got good at strong at patterns. I just sat there and stared at it, and I'm like, oh, these people can work together. You have another one right here as well. Look, some people might not have saw this one. You have E, F, G, and H as one group. A, C, B, and D as one group. Same as B, D, F, and H. A, C, E, and G as a different group. So there's multiple ways that you can use this pattern. These people can be doing a spin if they're your stronger spin people. A, C, E, and G. While these people over here can do a vertical crash out. Okay? So you want to be able to use your patterns to the best of your ability, especially if you have swimmers that are a little bit weaker in an area. Maybe this crew right here is my weaker athletes. So we'll put them in a helicopter to vertical sink, while this group are my stronger spin people, and we'll have them do the spin. Let's look at another pattern. Let's look at A, B, C, D, Come on, E. Come on. Work with me this morning. It's early. E, F, G, and H. All right. If I could get them to just... Whew. All right. Here we go. I call this... I don't know why A can't straighten up. She is getting on my nerves. Okay. I know I call this pattern a 1, 2, 3, 2. I've heard it called a Christmas tree or pyramid. I've heard all types of things. But I call it a 1, 2, 3, 2. Okay. Again, use of the pattern without pattern changes. And the use of pattern is really good because it shows variety within your patterns. And we know that variety falls under artistic impression. So we can't afford to lose points anywhere. We need to touch on every aspect when it comes to choreography and patterns. So here we go. We have, let's see how many different, I think I did this one last night and I was at 30 something different, which I will have those videos in our new Facebook group. Yeah. All right. So look, you know, we have our typical one group here, one group here, one group here, right? We have our typical, this group, the square, and the triangle, okay? We also have, oh, one more thing in this pattern that I forgot to. Other groupings as well that you can do. Remember, we want to be creative within our pattern. We want to use different groups within the pattern before pattern changes, right? So that we can have more variety. Here's another one that I forgot to put on the video, sorry. So in this, there's 4 groupings already. So we have 2, 2, oopsies. Oh, me and letter A are going to fight. Of course, it's the first letter of my name. Okay, so group 1, B and D, A and C is 2, F and H is 3, G and E is number 4. Okay, so you have 4 groups there that you can use within the pattern. Okay, if this, a good way of using this is a connection in a team routine where these two connect, these two connect, these two connect, these two connect. Or you can do a cadence with these two, these two, these two, these two. Okay, that's another way to use the pattern. And there's some very interesting pattern changes that we'll talk about when you use this pattern with the 2, 2, 2, and 2. Alrighty, see you in a sec. Hi, one more thing I forgot. Remember we said you want your patterns, the use of your patterns. When you do use of patterns, you want it to make sense and make a shape. Make sense, make a shape. Okay, so look, we have another one here. I left this one out of my 20 or 30 odd different use of patterns. This one, these two could be a group because you see it's a clear line, and then you have a clear pyramid or triangle here. So that's another way to do use of patterns. Especially, you know, this is great for combos, for teams, you know, these two maybe can't, their spins aren't the best, you know, it's just being strategic. That's the thing. But you can be strategic with the use of your patterns, and use of patterns and the creativity of the use of patterns is pretty important. But once you know, get a hang of it, it kind of pops out at you. But you just have to sit and look. And so my recommendation to all of my new friends is get a pattern established and look at all the different shapes you can see in this pattern. All the different shapes. I mean, granted, okay, wait a second. There's a shape right here of a diamond, right? Which that could be a group. However, this doesn't make sense. You have a line here, which is a shape. Remember, we was talking about we want a shape. But then you have poor Gabby over here randomly trying to be with A, B, and D, and she just, it's a no for me. So yes, we want to look at shapes for sure. And so I just want to be clear on that, because somebody might say, well, I found a diamond. Wonderful. Yes, I agree with you. There is a diamond. However, this for me, as a coach, as a choreographer, and as a judge, this for me doesn't work because of this. And I don't want to be that judge like, okay, someone's off, and you never want the judge to look at your routine and be like, okay, I don't know what just happened. I'm confused. You never want your judges to be confused. So just make sure, like I said, sit down, look at the pattern, pull out all the shapes you can pull out all the shapes you can that make sense, that you can tell it's a shape and that who's in what group. All right, friends, see you in a sec. Here goes one more use of pattern, especially, you might not have seen this. I mean, I've done it quite a few times before. It's great for a combo, right? So, oops, sorry. You have 2 triangles in this. Remember, this is I call this a stair step. Some people call it a box in a box. But oh God, Francesca, come on, girl. Stay with me. Okay, so we have a triangle, ACE. We have a triangle, FDH. Remember, shapes. So essentially, you could do this in a free team as well. I mean, you can have this group doing something, like this group spins, this group does a vertical sync, B and G is a group, right? And oh Lord, it's too early. I need to go back to bed. C, E, and A is a group, because look, you have a clear triangle, and diagonally a line. So you could do this in a team, or you could do this in a combo. These two, letter B and G, could kick off to the side. So let's say they did, okay, this is not my section of combo. I'm going to kick myself over here. And then, boom, transition. Look at the universe. You see this? It is just being able to see. Okay, so, or let's say, whatever you want to do. If you want to do this in your team routine, you could have, group. But the thing is that like we said, you want to make sure you see a clear shape. Okay, because if I see something like this go down in a routine, like these 3 do a split walkout, these 2 spin, and these 2 jump, I wouldn't have one of those what just happened moments as a judge, because it makes sense. There's a shape, clearly. All right, friends, let me go back and lay down and probably try to take another hour nap before I see all of your lovely faces. Can't wait. Remember, looking for shapes. DHG makes a triangle. AEB makes a triangle. So use of pattern again. Here we go. If I had let's say this is free team. This would be good in a combo too. So we could do DHG is a group. EAB is a group, and C and F is a group. Or DHG is a group. F is alone. Oh my goodness gracious. AEB is a group. C is alone. So you can do these 3 as a jump or something, or whatever, or it can be a cadence transition. Or let's say this is combo. DHG is a group, EAB is a group, and look at what happens to F and C. Oh, I'm not in the section, Francesca. Bye, girl. And then Carol, I almost said Claudia because I couldn't remember what I called her. Carol, go ahead on, honey. And guess what? We still have a shape. We have a box with 2 points. All right, let's, Francesca, come on back, girl. And then who is this? And use of pattern, last one. So this could be, you know, a lap in a routine. Again, remember, my people, shapes, patterns will come so easy. Look, this is a stair step or a box in a box again. We have 2 shapes in here that we can utilize in choreography. D, H, G makes a triangle, the 3 of them. A, B, C, E, and F can be a completely different group as well. Again, this can work in a team routine or a combo. You can, you know, it's use of pattern. It's clear and it's a shape. So there could be a hybrid going on, and D, H, and G have flat splits, so they're going to do a walkout. Let's say this is on a diagonal. This is a diagonal lap. D, H, and G will do a walkover, while A, B, C, E, and F do a spin. Or we're in a combo and we want to break off. Gabby, you going here, sis. Hillary, you that way. Diana, I don't remember what I called you before, is that way. And then look, you're left with a smooth transition. And then they can do a pattern change. La,